Morning.
Good morning.
How's this spot for an early morning office? Good morning, everybody, from the beautiful little coastal town of Kuta Lombok, which is, if you don't know, Kuta Lombok. Small, awesome little beach town on the Island of Lombok, which, for those of you who don't know, is this big puppy right here, east of Bali, the much less hyped up island in Indonesia. So we've just gotten up here for sunrise this morning at our beautiful little accommodation called the Telescope Villas on the cliffside here in Kuta Lombok. We found this accommodation last minute when we got into town yesterday afternoon. These super cute little rooms with a pool and a kitchen, all outdoors, all with a fantastic view. Cost us $130 for 2 nights. 130 New Zealand, that is. For those of you who don't know really much about Lombok, Lombok is said to basically be what Bali would have been 30, 40, 50 years ago before the mass flood of tourism came into the country. Our first impressions, it's super, super quiet, super beautiful, really nice. We're gonna go explore around today. We've got a big day planned and we're gonna see if maybe Lombok deserves a lot more hype than it gets.
Let's go.
Shit! It's like Monopoly. Well, we have no signal, we're lost, and there's monkeys everywhere about to steal my phone any minute. Which beach do we go to? We have a sign that says Pink Beach 1 and Pink Beach 2. I thought there was only one. All right, after a very, very long, well, a lot longer than expected, but fantastic journey on the bike, we have made it to Pink Beach, and look at how pink this sand is. Oh. Nope, jokes. It's not pink at all. Tell you one thing, a lot of things can be too good to be true, and a lot of things are not too good to be true. But if anyone ever tells you there's a pink beach, from my experience thus far, out of the 4, 5, 6 pink beaches, none have been actually pink. It is a very nice beach down here though. It's very quiet, super lovely, and as I said, the best part is just getting here. Already, just from today, driving around Lombok, getting to this pink beach, it's so much more of a local vibe than Bali. Everyone's been super friendly, waving as we're driving by, but the little villages and everything, it's just the absolute best part. I always say this in my videos, but if you're ever coming to anywhere in Indonesia like here, rent a scooter. Don't do a tour bus or a taxi or whatever. The best part about out here as well is the roads are really quiet and they were also really lovely. So even if you're a little bit nervous about driving a bike, trust me, it's worth it. You can drive 10 kilometers an hour if you want. It'll be one of the most fun drives you've ever done. Just our luck, the fruit guy has just turned up. And when I say fruit guy, let's show you. Does he have the sauce?
I think yeah he does. Ya dicampur aja gitu. Satu bungkusnya berapa, Pak?
15.
So what do we order?
Just mixed fruit salad.
Pedas.
Jangan gitu pedas. Sedang-sedang aja. Yang ini ntar nggak bisa makan. Just, I told them it's like just a little, like a middle spice.
Oh yeah.
Not too
Why?
spicy.
Is it extra spicy normally?
Otherwise, we won't be able to eat it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Fruit salad.
This is one of the best parts about being in Indonesia. No matter where you go, you could be in the middle of nowhere, and there's always going to be some locals selling banging food from a motorbike or in a little hut or whatever it may be. So, we got fruit, a lot of fruit you probably have never heard of, nor have I,
That one's papaya.
in like spicy palm sugar sauce. This is papaya.
Sour.
So good. Turns out the water's not that nice either. It looks like we've actually come to the wrong Pink Beach. Classic that there would be about 6 beaches named Pink Beach down here. So, off to the real Pink Beach.
Hello.
Holy, what a wild ride. You want to talk about private beach though? Only the true warriors are going to be getting out here. Unless you come by boat, of course. But look at how pink this one is. Oh. It's not pink at all, babe.
There it is. Oh, it's pink with my sunnies on, but it does have tints, so.
It's official. The name of this vlog is There is no such thing as a pink beach anywhere in the world. To be fair to this beach though, it is really, really gorgeous. Holy shit, I stand corrected again. I swear to God that drone footage was not color graded. There is pink beaches. This vlog is now called There is a Pink Beach, and it's the only one that... And this is the only one. Right here. Wherever we are, out in the middle of nowhere. I should also mention these areas we've gone this morning are not really Kuta Lombok. We've actually gone on quite a bit of a mish today. We figured we'd get out and about early this morning and we'll explore the town later on this afternoon. So because of that, we've actually come quite underprepared. This is a awesome little spot to bring a bunch of beers, bring some snacks, pack a little picnic. If you are gonna make the journey all the way out here, the smart thing to do, unlike us, bring some stuff. We could easily hang out here all day, but little munchkin's starting to get a little bit hungry. We've also noticed that there is no one here except for one dude who's got a little shop set up and also a little house and a garden and stuff as well. We're super curious, so we're gonna go buy some noodles or a drink off him and maybe ask how long he's been here, what his story is. It's like proper castaway stuff. Hello!
Hello. You want kapal api?
What's that?
It's just like black coffee.
Sure.
Oh no, it has sugar in it.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Whatever, yeah, whichever one you think's good.
Pak kopinya dua.
You live here? Yeah?
Itu singkong ya Pak ya?
Ya, singkong.
Apa nama apa aja?
Cabai.
Ah, cabe singkong. So he plants cassava and chili.
Oh.
Ah, okay.
Sambil nanam cabe.
So he comes here. Ah, okay. So he comes here to sell,
Mm-hmm.
but also like
Farm.
Yeah.
Ah.
Jadi
Ah,
kalau
so he
malam pulang.
doesn't actually live here.
Oh, enggak di sini juga. Ah, okay. So he stays here.
Oh yeah.
But he's from over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he just stays here.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Makasih, thank you.
Makasih, Bu.
Makasih, thank you. So they were absolutely lovely. We just met. Oh my. God, the wind is ruthless out here. Apparently every afternoon it's this windy here. But we just met Awal and his family, which was super lovely. They're actually from a village just across the bay here. But he does actually stay here. So he lives here, sells stuff, coffee, smokes, noodles, crackers, whatever else for any visitors that come down here. But he also has his little farm there. Super cool, man. What an amazing way to live. It's a pretty isolated life, but
I mean, it's only like a boat ride away to the village.
can't really complain too much when you live on the only pink beach in the world. All right, now it's time to get some lunch. Okay, so we kind of got lost in the moment a little bit on the scooter, which tends to happen quite often. The drive was just so interesting, we didn't realize we haven't really eaten today, so we ended up just scarfing down a warung, a bunch of rice and tempeh and tofu here in town. But we're back here now in Kuta Lombok. I figured, why not actually show you guys a little bit of what this town looks like instead of just talking about it. Kuta Lombok definitely gives off small surfer town vibes, but you've still got a really good selection of bars and cafes and different cuisines and warungs and beaches. But at the end of the day, it's not Bali. Now, when I say it's not Bali, I do not mean that in a bad way. I actually really like this town. The beaches I've seen thus far on Lombok, including in this main central area, are infinitely nicer than any beaches I've been to in Bali. The locals are super friendly, and believe it or not, there actually seems to be a lot of development going on here. They've recently had an international MotoGP event, which is like motorbike racing, and everywhere we've gone, we've been blown away with the amount of development and infrastructure that's being built. Some might say that's actually a bad thing because I feel like the charm of this place is that it hasn't yet become a Bali, but it certainly seems like it's headed in that direction.
Halo.
Hello.
Batagor ya? Okay.
All right, now for another little after dinner snack and Felicia's third meal in the past 30 minutes. We're gonna get some batagor, which is?
It's like Indonesian shumai. You eat it with peanut sauce. You'll see.
Any street side food with peanut sauce is a must when you're in Indonesia. Hot tip. Also, how dope are these scooter setups? These guys carry like an entire kitchen on the back of their little scoopy. So epic. Thank you. Nice to meet you, Eddie. Babe, what did you think about your first day in Kuta Lombok?
Perfect.
What did you think?
Kuta Lombok is great. Like it's more quiet than Bali. Very surfing town for sure. So way more chill. There's no traffic, so I can actually drive a scooter. Love it. And yeah, I think it's great.
So, to reinforce what Felicia said, 3 main takeaways from our first proper full day on Lombok. One is just how beautiful this island really is. Now, that's not going to be a surprise because pretty much every island in Indonesia is super beautiful. Neither of us can really get over how quiet and pristine this place still is. 2, never underestimate how far a journey actually is. But we spent the majority of today on a scooter. We're not mad about it because the driving was fantastic. The roads are in such good condition. We were also very surprised by that. And it was just, overall, it was really, really cool going through the small little towns and villages, and an adventure on the scooter is always a day well spent. Number 3, and this one might not really come as a surprise either, but we have both said to each other many times today, how have neither of us ever actually come to Lombok? We've both spent quite a lot of time in Bali now, and we kind of tried to focus our trip this time a little bit more on visiting islands outside of Bali. We did 3 weeks in Java, we went over to Flores, Komodo National Park, we've obviously been to the Gili Islands, but just the sheer fact of how close Lombok is, it's just kind of surprised us that we've never been here. It really does fly under the radar. Not many people talk about it. You know, everybody just says, unless you're a surfer, you know, go there, but it never makes the TripAdvisor lists or the places you must visit in Bali. But even after just one day, it is absolutely worth making the trip over here to Lombok. We're stoked that it is only our first full day here. We've got about another 5-6 days. So we are going to be doing a lot more exploring, and we are going to be doing a lot more vlogging. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.